you think strength is a gift?
And all else fails, we will build it once again. When the colors fade and it turns to gray, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. We can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again. It took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look but you play me like a game. It took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look but you play me like a game.
Hello, 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 one and all, and welcome to the final week of Season 7 regular season. Here we are, Week 10. Still a lot to play for here, and we're jumping right into the action. Cyclones and Skulls of Rock. Cyclones currently hold the 6th seed in the Epic. Skulls of Rock on life support. A loss here, and their hopes of the postseason will be dashed. Timberwoods can't handle the floater, and that will get down for an infield single for Galileo Cat. So a runner aboard here with one out here for Buzz Yellow. Kyle Edwards on the mound here for the Cyclones. Trying not to choke the lead they have in that 6th seed. Already lost to end the week last week to the Ball Players 3-0. That's a strikeout for Kyle Edwards. Leaving the door precariously perched open for the Skulls of Rock and the Serpents. So Cyclones need to be careful here. Let's see. Popped up. Third base side will be Jet County. We'll make the catch round number 3, and the side will be retired. And we'll go bottom of the first, Hugh George, Timberwoods, and Sebastian Angelo. Cal Cooley on the mound. First pitch swing grounded to second. Darius Green to Carroll Henry in time for round number 1. That one's going to be through the left side of the infield. Jocinda Smith just out of her reach. She dove for it, but couldn't quite suck it up. So another one-out single this time for the Cyclones. Let's see if they can capitalize. Sebastian Angelo, the hit and run. That's going to be placed perfectly. Going to roll into the corner in right field. Runners headed for third. He'll round third, head from home. Buzz Yellow doesn't have an arm, and the Cyclones will strike first. The hit and run turns into a run indeed. I think the fairest thing to call that is an RBI double, and then advances to third on the throw. But a quick start here for the Cyclones. That's a strikeout for Doug Kelly. And we'll go to Jabron Lames. It's a 3-1 count here to Lames. And he'll take a walk, which will put runners at the corners for Mitchell O'Brien. Mitchell O'Brien, 12 for 34, 352 on the season, 10 RBIs, and these stats are complete through week 7. So just a couple of weeks missing. That's popped up. This should end the inning, and that'll be caught by Cooley for round number 3. But the Cyclones get a run up on the board, and we'll go to the top of the second. Alicia Kim, Kevin Manikin, and Lawrence Longshanks. Alicia Kim, one of the biggest bats for this Skulls team, leads the team in home runs. That one stays in the park up the middle. She'll have herself a leadoff single. And here is Kevin Manikin. Manikin puts this one into right, but tracking that one is O'Brien. He'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
Grounder to second. This could be 2. Nope, too slow of a developing play. Fat Hugh's only move is to go to first to get the second out. And that will bring up Darius Green III with a runner in scoring position. Runner's going to go. The throw from Diligence is not in time, and the runner is safe at third. Darius Green III, 314 on the season, 11 for 35. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, but grounds this one to short. Woods to first in time for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Skulls. Once again, we go bottom second, Jet County, Fat Hugh, and Jerome Diligence. So this is game number 13 for both teams. Cyclones 6-6, Skulls 5-8. That's into Jocinda Smith glove for round number 1. Grounder to second, Green up with it. In time, out number 2. Here's Jerome Diligence. Diligence 9 for 38 this season. 236 on the year, but that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Cal Cooley, and we go to the top of the third, still 1-0 here. Smith, Henry, and Cat do up for the Skulls. That's going to be up the middle, base hit for Jocinda Smith. Skulls have the leadoff runner aboard for the second inning in a row. Back to the top of the order now, Carol Henry. Henry having herself a nice season. And we'll get that one through the left side of the infield. Batting over 400, 17 for 42. Couple home runs, 5 RBI, so 2 aboard here for Galileo Cat. A chance for the Skulls potentially to tie things up here. Cat having a bit of a sophomore slump. I believe he was Rookie of the Year in the Heroic last season, but strikes out there. A big strikeout there for Edwards. I believe that's his second of the game. Here's Buzz Yellow. Yellow's struggling a bit. 236 on the season, 9 through 38. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Edwards.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33.
And here is Kip Shaw Jr. Two on, two out now for Kip Shaw Jr. And he lines that one softly to Timber Woods. Caught for out number 3. Skulls leave a pair stranded, and we go bottom half. Top of the order, do it for the Cyclones here. Still leading 1-0 here. Cooley back on the mound. 2 hits, an earned run, walk, and a strikeout through 2 innings pitched so far. Cooley on the season, a 7.57 ERA with a 1.89 WHIP. 19 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 23 hits, 13 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 4 home runs surrendered. That one is foul. 3-1 to Timber Woods. Well, Woods will pop it up behind home plate, and Lawrence Longshanks is there to make the catch. And we go to Sebastian Angelo. Has that RBI on the stat line today. Three and 1 to Angelo. That one finds his own. The count is full. And the pitch is fouled off, and we'll do it again. That one runs inside, and that will be a walk to Angelo. That extends the inning here for Doug Kelly. A dangerous man on paper, but the stat sheet begs to differ. And he'll ground that to first for out number 3. Carol Henry steps on the back herself. And we go to the top of the 4th. Kim Mannequin and Longshanks for the Skulls, still trailing only by 1 here. But have a tall order. And facing off against Kyle Edwards. They do have 4 hits off of him, but he's bounced back and struck out a couple with 2 on, nobody out in that 3rd inning. 3-1 here to Alicia Kim. Swings through that one, the count is full. And swings through that one. Strike 3, another one for Edwards. He's up to 4 on the evening. And he's locked in now. And this one's popped up into center field. And that will be caught for Fat Hugh for round number 2. And here is Lawrence Longshanks. Longshanks might be the worst catcher in the Epic Conference. Hitting just 150 on the season, and will ground out to Kelly there. A quick 1-2-3 inning, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0. The Skulls actually out hitting the Cyclones here. But in the category that matters, the Cyclones with the lead. That'll be a leadoff single for the Cyclones up the middle for Gibran Lames. And that will bring up Mitchell O'Brien. What's up, Puppet? We do have some big games tonight. A must-win for the Skulls of Rock here to keep their playoff hopes alive. And a similar situation for the Overdrafts. I don't know if they lose if they're mathematically eliminated, but just about for all intents and purposes, I think they would be eliminated. Then Lumberjacks, Vikings, positioning very important. I mean, Lumberjacks did clinch the division, so they got a top 2 seed locked up, but the Vikings still trying to, in that mix, trying to improve their position. Nothing locked up for them just yet. So that's grounded up to Green, back to first in time for round number 3. Another 0 up on the board. We go top of the 5th, still a 1-0 ball game here. Then High Rollers ball players. High Roller, both teams have clinched playoff berths. But High Rollers pretty much have their destiny locked. I think they talked about it in the Discord. The High Rollers can't go higher than fourth, can't go higher than fourth, I think, because the Unicorns have the tiebreaker against them, and I think I might, no matter what happens. But the ball players still fighting for the Novas division, trying to fend off the Stingers here late in the season. So implications all the way around the stream tonight. And another strikeout for Edwards. He's up to 5.
The first baseman, number 44.
Hard grounded to Kelly. He'll step on the bag for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning again, and we'll go bottom of the 5th. 9-1-2 duo for the Cyclones.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Sweet. Thank you again for recording those, Puppet. I need to ask Josh if, I don't know what would be easier if you just,
now batting, the left fielder,
if you put those on like your Google Drive and shared the link with me and I could put them up, or he wants me to give you password to the YouTube channel and you upload them. I'll see what he wants to do in that regard.
now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Timber Woods up 1 for 2 today. And that is popped up. Shallow right field. And that'll be caught by Carroll Henry. And we go top of the 6th. They're the bootleg Griffins. Look under B.
The left fielder, number 18.
Because I still technically don't have the real Griffins either. Josh thought he sent it to me, but he accidentally just sent me like the team logo. And I haven't mentioned it to him. I've forgotten to mention it to him, so I need to talk to him about that.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4.
We are top of the 6th, pitching duel inbound between these two teams. Cal Cooley going toe-to-toe here with Kyle Edwards. That's a flare out to short, 2 away.
The center fielder, number 33.
The Griffins, that's the Knights team. Griffins, Knights. That's that organization. 2-1 here to Kipshaw Jr. That's hit hard into center field. That's going to get down in front of Jabron Lames. Skulls have a base runner for the first time in a couple innings, but with 2 outs here, it's up to Alicia Kim to make the most of it here.
Number 7.
1 for 2 today. Three and 1 the count. That one's in there. The count is full. Runner will be going. The pitch is too tall, and Alicia Kim will draw a walk. So runners on first and second here for Kevin Manikin. 0 for 2 today. Pressure building a bit here. Another chance for the Skulls here to try and capitalize with a runner on score position. That one's to the right side of the infield. That's a slow roller drifting into right. Runner's going to round third, head for home, and the Skulls of Rook have tied it up with an RBI single from Kevin Manikin.
Number 5.
Another hit and run done to perfection here tonight, and we've got ourselves a tie 1-1 ball game. Will this drift into the stands? It will. So Lawrence Longshank stays alive at a 1-1 in a 1-1 ball game. He puts one into center field, and the Skulls of Rock lead.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 21.
What a churn of events here. The Skulls finally get to Kyle Edwards and take the lead here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Green the third now up, 1-2 the count. Fouls off another. And another. Breaks his bat, swinging at that one. It's in foul territory. This one will end the inning as Jerome Diligence makes the catch for out number 3, but the Skulls take the lead 2-1 with their season on the line, going to the bottom of the 6th now. Sebastian Angelo to lead things off here against Cal Cooley. Starting off the bottom of the 6th with 65 pitches. That's going to get down into right. Leadoff single for Angelo. Now bring up Doug Kelly, 0 for 2 today. First pitch he sees, he puts it up the middle for a base hit. And the Cyclones right back in business themselves. Got 2 on nobody out here for Jabron Lames. Who can come up clutch for the Cyclones here? Jabron Lames, 10 for 38 this year. No home runs, but 7 RBIs. They could desperately use a base hit here. He gets jammed, pops it up, infield fly is called. Cal Cooley, just to shade off the pitcher's down, will make the catch for number 1. Here's Mitchell O'Brien, 0 for 2. O'Brien in the double digits in RBIs this season. The runner's going. Throw to third is not in time, so both runners now in scoring position. A lot of speed on the base pass. A base hit all of a sudden gives the Cyclones the lead most likely. And the walk will be issued to O'Brien. Almost wonder if that was intentional, but now you face off against Jet County with the bases loaded. The bases are loaded, Jet County is loaded, and the pressure is loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Grounder to second. Green turns to second for 1. Smith to first. Not in time. And we've got ourselves a tie game at 2 apiece. The play was a little bit too slow developing and allowed Jet County to beat the throw back to first. And he ties the game with the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now for Fat Hugh. And Fat Hugh softly lines that to Jocinda Smith. She makes the catch for out number 3 and will go to the 7th inning, tied at 2 apiece. 9-1-2 due up for the Skulls here. And that will do it for Kyle Edwards. 6 1/3 innings so far today. And the ball is turned over to Alfonso Sims in relief. Grounded to second, Hugh up into first in time for number 2. And here's Galileo Cat, 1 for 3 today. And that is jammed into right, and Doug Kelly will make his way back to make the catch for round number 3, and we'll go bottom of the 7th. Still tied 2-2, 9-1-2, do it for the Cyclones.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10.
Ball outside.
2-2 the count here to Jerome Diligence. And he'll ground that one to Green. In time at first, out number 1. So Cal Cooley outlasting Kyle Edwards. Not exactly the results you would expect to see here. That one's hit hard into right, but tracking that one is Yellow. He'll make the catch for round number 2. And up comes Timber Woods, 1 for 3 today. And Woods will get pulled in favor of Daydream Fever. We've seen this substitution many times before, but we didn't see it the last time the Cyclones played, and they were down in that game and had a chance, but left Timber Woods into bat. But with the tie game Late in the game, they go to Fever to try and get a base runner with lots of speed. And she's got herself a full count from Cooley. And that one's nowhere close, and Fever will walk. And that brings in a locked-in Sebastian Angelo, 2 for 2 today. And Cooley will now get pulled, so only 1 out more than Edwards did get. And it's up to Cretaceous Moon. Cretaceous Moon has subverted just about all expectations this season, has had excellent performances in games against the Serpents and the Stingers this season, holding on to the lead and leading the Skulls to victory, and will get Sebastian Angelo to pop up behind home plate for out number 3, and to the top of the 8th we go, still in the 2-2 ball game. Buzz Yellow, Kipshaw Jr., and Alicia Kim do it for the Skulls. Skulls with the season on the line. They must win to keep their playoff hopes. One and 2 to Buzz Yellow. 2 and 2 now. And the count is full. Slow grounded to short. Fever up with it. Throw is in time for number 1. Kipshaw Jr. will get pulled in favor of Brock Yellow. The veteran coming in to try and steal a game here late. 3-0 to Yellow. And Yellow will take a walk.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 7.
That brings up Alicia Kim, 1 for 2 today. 1 and 2 the count. Grounded to second. This could be 2. Fat Hugh to Fever. Fever to Kelly for the Dragons special, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Cyclones here, and still a tie 2-2 game.
The first baseman, number 14.
Well, the Yellows are in center field and right field. Your guess is as good as mine, which is which. And that one's going to get into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. That's going to be good for most likely a leadoff double. Runner is going to stay put at second. Might have been a close play at third, but he'll stay at second. Leadoff double here. And that brings up Jabron Lames. So the go-ahead run 180 feet away. Jabron Lames, a high towering ball in foul territory. Looks like it might stay in play. Galileo, oh, it bounces off the wall. Cat couldn't quite get to it in time. And it puts another one into play. This one will be caught by Galileo Cat for round number 1. Runner stays put at second for Mitchell O'Brien. O'Brien 0 for 2 today with a walk. Two and 1 the count to O'Brien. 3-1. That one finds zone. The count is full. The payoff pitch from Moon is crushed by O'Brien into left center. And that one is gone. The rookie Mitchell O'Brien puts the Cyclones up in the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-2. 467 feet into left center. And just like that, the Skulls are on life support. Moon couldn't work his dark magic another time, giving up the go-ahead home run there. Does get Jet County to ground out, brings up Fat Hugh. And this one's flat out to left. Cat is under it, and he'll make the catch for round number 3. And the Skulls of Rock are down to their final 3 outs here. Kevin Manikin, Lawrence Longshanks, and Darius Green the third. They need 2 to try to extend their playoff hopes. Juan Mini will come in defensively. He'll take over third, letting Jet County to go to first. This one's into left. That's going to get down in front of Hugh George, and it's going to go by him all the way to a wall, and the site of the Skulls will have themselves a leadoff double. And that will bring up Lawrence Longshanks, already with an RBI. He's actually checked that. It'll be Randy Raskiller, good old Skelly. Oh, Skelly's on the base pass. Excuse me. I got confused there for a second. So Randy Raskiller on the base pass. Lawrence Longshanks taking the at-bat. He has a 2-2 count here from Alfonso Sims. That one misses. The count is full. And that will be a walk. So 2 runners aboard for the Skulls. The go-ahead run at the plate now, and Darius Green III. He's 0 for 3 today. Darius Green swings that one. Soft fly ball into right. Mitchell Bryan will make the catch for out number 1. Runner's going to try attack for third. Oh, he's just in there in time. A close play, but Randy Raskiller manages to sneak in there. Put runners at the corners now for Jocinda Smith. Smith flies this one out to right herself. That is caught by O'Brien as well. Raskiller's tagging from third, headed home. The throw is not in time, and the Skulls make it a one-run game. And it's all down to Carroll Henry. 2 outs and a runner on. The Skulls' playoff hopes will live or die in this moment. Now Sims is ahead 0-2. Lays off that one, 1-2. Swing and a miss! And the Skulls have been eliminated from postseason contention. Mitchell O'Brien signs the Skulls DNR for season 7. The Cyclones survive 4-3. The Skulls do out-hit the Cyclones, though, 8 hits. A pair of hits from Mannequin. And 7 hits for the Cyclones. A 2-hit game for Angelo and Kelly. Home run by O'Brien, the game winner. Dacius Moon takes the loss. That home run, absolute backbreaker. 2 earned through that inning and a third. He takes the loss. Sims gets the win, only 1 earned through 2 2/3. Your MVP will be Angelo O'Brien and Kyle Edwards. Hello, Hulkman. We're having a great stream. We just eliminated one team from playoff contention. The Skulls' playoff hopes in season 7 have been dashed. Another team could be on life support here. The Moonshots have already clinched their division. They've got a first round bye locked up. See if they can sneak the number 1 seed from the Lumberjacks. They have to win this game, otherwise a loss here will guarantee the Lumberjacks, if they win out the first round bye, or the number 1 overall seed. I need O. Well, even if they, because the Lumberjacks are already at 10-1, so the Moonshots have to win here to force the issue to the Lumberjacks. But if the Moonshots lose here, they're 10-4, and that means if the Lumberjacks lose out, they're 10-4 too, and the Lumberjacks beat the Moonshots in the regular season, and the tiebreak would go to them because they're on the same level of the playoffs. So yeah. So Moonshots have to win here to have any hope of having complete home field advantage in the Heroic Conference playoffs, or at least into the championship series if it goes chalk. We are going to Big Sky Park, 9 on. Let me double check the Overdrafts lineup. I know we have Bodan. Got Sickly, Ducato, Astaire, Sardi, Winkler needs to be here. Ramos, League, Amia, Wahlberger. And the Moonshots, nothing's changed. And my handy little sheet here says Donnie Bonatello. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Is it a running? Do you know if it's a mathematical elimination or is it just kind of a all but kind of a thing? No, if the Moonshots win here, they have a chance of getting the #1 overall seed. If they lose here, the Lumberjacks are guaranteed to get. Both those two teams have a first round bye regardless because they've won their divisions. I was just talking about the #1 overall seed in the conference. So if it all went chalk, it would be who would have home field advantage in the conference finals. Quick 2 outs here for Bonatello, who is having an absolutely magnificent season. The dude is an absolute menace to opposing batters. Donnie Bonatello, 1 earned run through 20 innings pitched, a .45 ERA. Yes, they are in different divisions. An absolute ridiculous stat line, but only nerfed by the fact that, and I hadn't even noticed, Gigi Nori has 0 earned runs allowed. So we have a couple of crazy pitchers in the conference. This one is gone! Matty Musgrove just ekes one over into left field, and it's 3:51 and it's out of here. Moonshots wasting no time here, up 1-0. The Skulls of Rock have been eliminated. And so the only remaining team with a pulse in the Epic Conference is the Serpents. And they have a tough mountain to climb. They face off against the Unicorns tomorrow, and they face off against the Wildcats on Wednesday, and then have the Ball Players on Saturday. That's up the middle, and runner's going to round third, head from home, and the throw from Sickley is to second, and another run will score for the Moonshots. It's 2-0. This is definitely not the Moonshots team of old. It's really bizarre, actually. This team is not like any other Moonshots team that we've really ever witnessed under Pandora's reign. The Moonshots only have 9 home runs this season. A lot of teams have 9 home runs this season. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams have 9. Only one team has fewer than 9 home runs, and that's the Retrievers. But those teams are tied for the second fewest home runs in the league. But it doesn't matter when you've scored 71 runs this year, and your team ERA is like is 2.29, and you have Donnie Bonatello who's throwing like a sub-1 ERA. Yeah, Moonshots are, I believe, they are the top team now in ERA, at least through week 7, beating out the Bombers by about half a run. And that's another 3-up, 3-down inning for Bonatello. We go bottom 2, 2-0 Moonshots. Yes, I guess technically 10 now. But it was probably more than that because I'm still like, and make it 11. but I'm still 2 weeks behind in compiling major stats. I'm only through week 7. I was hoping to get through more of that, but it just takes a lot of time, unfortunately.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21. Now batting, the catcher, number 60.
All right, everyone, we'll play a guessing game for those of you who are in the chat. Through the stats I have compiled, through the end of week 7, and no cheating, no peeking at the sheet. What do you think the league batting average is? The league batting average.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 47. Now batting, the first baseman, number 45.
280, okay. Elder said he was going to be AFK for most of the night. So, Puppet, you were the closest. The league average as the runner's going to round third head from home. The Overdrafts look like they could get on the board here. No, a good throw from Juice Armstrong in center field. Guns the runner down at home. The Moonshots flexing their muscles here. But the league average is 292. 292.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
Only 7 teams in the league are ahead of the average, which is a bit counterintuitive. That would be the Bombers, the Ball Players, the Knights, the Lumberjacks, the Moonshots, the Unicorns, and the Walkers.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 35.
Team just below average at 8 is the Cyclones at 289. That's off the glove of Wreck Dreams, and that time a run will come home to score, and the Overdraft's on the board 3-1.
The right fielder, number
Just the
48.
second earned run allowed by Bonatello all season. Not the utmost fault of his own, but it is what it is, I guess. But that one will be caught in left, and we'll go bottom 3-1 in favor of the Moonshots.
Batting, the left fielder, number
All right, well, we'll do it on the other side of things. Holy cow. Three home runs for the Moonshots in this one. Nick Hugh getting his first of the season.
fielder, number.
We'll do it on the flip side of things. What do you say the league average ERA is? League average ERA.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Holy cow, what is going on? Overdrafts heard me talking ish on him, and they're just freaking yeeting everything out of here. That's 4 home runs today. Holy, Hummus, did you cheat? because you almost nailed it. It's 6.16. That's a mainly good guess, Hummus. 6.16. So let's see. 10. Okay, they're under 11. Okay, so weirdly here it's 11 teams that are under the average for ERA.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17.
Those would be the Bombers, the Ball Players, Dragons, Gauchos, High Rollers, Moonshots, Retrievers, Stingers, Unicorns, Vikings, and Walkers.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
No, the Serpents are not eliminated. They are still alive. Their elimination number is 1 because the Cyclones have 7 wins and the Serpents have 7 losses. So 14 plus 1 is 15, minus 7, still 1 to go.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22.
What is the Overdraft's ERA? The Overdraft's team ERA is 7.47, the 15th in the league. Ahead of the aforementioned Serpents at 16th. 17th is the Knights. 18th is the Wrongfielders. 19th, the Skulls. And last is the Angels. Angels coming in at a whopping 10.32. No, Robot. This is the second appearance for the Gauchos in their history. They made the playoffs their inaugural season back in Season 4. Then took a trip to Tank Town in Season 5 and 6 and have finally come back to life here in Season 7.
Number 45.
Overdraft getting to Donnie Bonatello of all teams. Have runners at the corners here, a chance to get more runs on the board. The Overdraft's the 18th team in the league in batting average and runs. I should probably game adjust the run rank, but batting average they're the 3rd worst team in the league, only ahead of the Angels and the Retrievers. The bases are going to be loaded here. It is the Stingers first. That is correct. Stingers first playoff appearance in league history. Joseph Wahlberger with the bases loaded. A 1-swing game here. Retrievers have a team batting average of 2.16. That's going to bring home a run. Another run on Bonatello tonight. Overdraft's doing what 3 other teams couldn't, and that's put earned runs onto Bonatello. They basically could give the Overdrafts the lead here with 1 swing of the bat. 2-0 the count. That's a hard hit ball, but Reg Dream scoops it up. Will step on first himself for out number 3. 5-2 as we enter the bottom of the 4th. Most inconsistent team. I'll give that to you.
Second baseman, number 7.
Whoops, that's the wrong one. Oh, Sardee. Nice attempt, though.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Yeah, Pot of Gold. Pot of Gold has been fantastic. He's probably... He's near the top of the league in ERA, so... Let's see, 1... two. I'll qualify him as 3rd best ERA in the league. Gigi Nori has 0 ERA through 15 and a third. Bonatello before this game, so Pot of Gold will probably become 2nd. Bonatello was at 0.45 before this game, and Pot of Gold at 1.07. Oh, off the glove of Bodan. Oh, but a good throw will get the runner anyway.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Cade 6 at 1.3 up the middle, just out of the reach of Katarina. Runner will go home at 6-2. We have quite a few, well, no, we do have quite a few pitchers that I would say should be in the mix that are under a 2 ERA this year. So, and that's kind of, you know, the thing I've come to realize over the span of this season. There's some good pitchers, but there's a lot of bad pitchers, and the bad pitchers really kind of throw things off, especially when we try to do the progression and stuff.
Now back, the right fielder, number 29.
That's a strikeout to end the inning. And we'll go top of the 5th, 6-2 in favor of the Moonshots.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 35.
Any other fun stats you want me to read off?
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
Worst ERA pitcher. Okay, we'll go high to low.
The left fielder, number 17.
All right, technically the worst ERA pitcher is Arms Melee. He gave up 6 earned runs in only 1 inning. He's got a 54 ERA. If you want someone who's actually pitched consistently, Billy Glenn from the Skulls has a 21.42 ERA through 9 2/3 innings. The one with the biggest ERA with over 10 innings pitched is another Skulls pitcher, Mickey Dillon Jr. He's got a 12.16 ERA through 13 1/3. Bases loaded again here for the Overdrafts. Another one-swing opportunity, and it's Carlos Ramos, the MVP of the Overdrafts offense. I can say very, very assuredly. Oh, Earl Crump with the amazing diving catch. And it's up to Bush League.
Number 47.
How long are they taking you, Puppet? Usually for me, it's like 30, 35 minutes per game. And the Overdrafts will lead them loaded. We'll go bottom of the 5th, 6-2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Which team has the most home runs hit? Through week 7, it appears that it is the Bombers. They have 25 home runs, followed closely behind with the Dragons and the Unicorns at 22, and then the Wildcats with 20.
Number 13. Now batting, the shortstop.
How much you guys are the Chippers? And if you win the minor league Super Series, I will eat a hat. Because you have 5 real players on your team. You have Marty Carr, Pork Williams, Kyle Farmer, Aaron Barones, and something Santana, or it starts with an E. It really said something about my life that I can name a minors roster off the top of my head. Bonatello is chased. The ball is over to Dickie Vaughn now here in the top of the 6. Quick first out here. Facing off against Joseph Wahlberger. And he strikes out swinging. Vaughn 2 away. Here's Libby Sickley. That's to third. Stroyer makes the catch before it hits the ground for out number 3, and we go bottom of the 6, 6-2 for the Moonshots. Looking to put a little bit of pressure on the Lumberjacks for that top overall seed in the Heroic. O'Dan, who is still in the game for some reason, strikes out the first batter of the bottom of the 6th. I'll be sure to get this in here. Be sure to vote for the All-Star game. Both forms can be found in the league announcements channel. We'll be taking votes up until, let's go ahead and say, the end of the day Thursday. So I have at least Friday to pretend to have enough time to make the teams. So get those votes in if you haven't already.
The second baseman, number 35. Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
Bojack with a nice snag, gets it to second for 1. Can't turn the Dragon special, but a good dig there by Bojack to prevent a base hit. That's a fly out to center. Armstrong there, 2 away. That one's going to get down. Runner's going to go first to third there. So at the corners for the Overdrafts.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22.
And that one's through the left side. That's going to bring home a run for the Overdrafts. 6-3 now. Overdrafts still showing some sort of life.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 47.
And that one's going to get down into right. Another base hit. This will load the bases once again for the Overdrafts. The 4th such occurrence in this game so far. And here's Shiru Amiya.
Up inside. Steve.
A 1-2 count to Amia. And that's a slow dribbler to the third base side. Destroyer up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3. Overdrafts lead him loaded again, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a hard knock life for running. The overdrafts shows promise sometimes, but come up when it matters most. And moonshots? No, not another home run. It sure looked like it.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Inside.
Up the middle, and the moonshots will get the run back. 7-3 now.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
Nope. High. Ball inside. That's high. Take your base.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 34.
Look like a turtle, lie on your back.
Ball high.
You know, I said that I think last stream, and no one was able to guess what that was a reference from.
Up inside.
And I doubt anyone will. Oh, KDC with a snag there.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 7.
Ball inside. Hollow.
Popped up into left. Sardee will make the catch, but the run will score because Sardee has all the strength of the world. Oh! I don't know anything about this game. I don't know why you listen to me. Because, yeah. Nothing I say ever comes to fruition. Exactly the opposite of what I say comes to fruition.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
Ball inside. Ball outside. Steve.
Me, like, trying to predict some? No, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Not a clue. Not a clue.
The second baseman, number 35.
KDC 2 for 4 today. A decent day for her.
Off the plate.
Look around that one to Crump to first, and that's it. We'll go bottom of the 8th. 7-3.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
Nope. Ball high. Steve. That's up. Steve.
Grounded to first, Amia. Ground number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16.
Oh, that was with a nice play. And throw for number 2, Ramos. Showing off a bit there. Grounded to Couture, a good stop there into first in time for round number 3. Overdrafts need 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, pitching, number 51.
And it's the, well, Miller coming in to try and shut things down. And gives up a leadoff home run. I said that weirdly because I wasn't 100% sure if that was going to be a home run. But it's just over the wall, 368 for Mookie Estair, 7-4.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17.
This one's popped up into center.
Designated hitter, number 0.
Hard hit ball, Destroyer snags it on the one hop, gets the first in time for round number 2. And it's all up to Carlos Ramos. I thought he caught it too, but I don't really know what happened. It sure looked like he caught it, but who knows? That's why I hesitated when I said that play is like, it was weird because I sure thought, I mean, I don't know. Weird. Into center. Tracking back, Juice Armstrong is there, and he makes the catch for out number 3, and the game is over. The Moonshots win it 7-4 over the Overdrafts and finish their season at 11-3. Overdrafts had their opportunities, but couldn't quite come up with it. Had the same amount of hits as the Moonshots did, but couldn't convert. 2 hits for Ducato, Sardi, Ramos, 6 walks for the Overdrafts. Pair of hits for Crump, Destroyer, Musgroves, home run derby for the Moonshots. 4 home runs in this game. After we're talking about how many home runs they hadn't hit, all of them coming off of Bo Dan. Goodness gracious. Liam Boss in relief, not too bad. Bonatello with his worst outing of the season, but still only 2 earned runs through 5. And Vaughn and Miller do all right in finishing the game off. Nick Hugh is your MVP with Destroyer and Crump falling right behind. So here we go, game number 3. We'll have the Lumberjacks and the Vikings square off here. So, right now, the Vikings and the Knights are tied for the 3rd and 4th seed. And like a game up in the win column, but a game more in the loss column are the Gauchos. So I think they're like spiritually tied with the Vikings and the Knights for that 3rd seed. I don't exactly know how that works. I'm not great with the baseball standings. But very interesting things could happen here. as we go to the worst ballpark in the game, Shaka. And who do we have tonight? I believe it was Pete Nokia. And Nokia... Ooh, wait. Oh no, I keep on forgetting. It's the screwball, not the fork. Fixed that last time. Okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. It's on. And Minshew. All right, game number 3 coming at you. Gardner Minshew versus Pete Nokia. So, Lumberjacks come into this game 10-1. Right there with the Bombers and Unicorns, who are both 10-2 on the year. Looking to be the first, or I guess the second to 11 with the moonshots. Right, Reed scoops that one, gets it to first in time for out number 1. So the Lumberjacks now need to win out in order to get that number 1 seed. Or no, that's not right. They need to win 2 of their last 3. Or they could tie him. I don't know what I'm talking about. I confused myself. That's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning for Gardner Minshew, and we're going to the bottom of the first. Just like that, Marshall, French, and Freishek do up for the Vikings.
The right fielder, number 37.
This is popped up into right, and Luzon will make the catch for number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Judd French to take the next bat. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, and he pops this one into left. That's an easy play for Tank Tygo, 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16.
2-2, the count to Liam Freishek. And this one's into right. Easy play for Luzon. And it's 1, 2, 3 innings for both sides, and we'll go quickly to the top of the second. Barco, Callens, and Hecker do up for the Lumberjacks.
The shortstop, number 8.
I believe we talked about this at some point a week ago or so, but Lumberjacks could honestly be flirting with history in the SSBL. As I mentioned, sitting at 10-1, and after the Vikings have the Retrievers and Walkers left, could be fighting the Skulls at that 12-2 mark for the best record in SSBL history. Granted, have to get by the Vikings here, but those last 2 games are certainly winnable. Goodness gracious, the Lumberjacks almost have a higher run differential than they've allowed runs this year. They've allowed 63 runs, and they have a plus 58 run differential. And remember, and 30 of those runs came back-to-back, the game against the Cyclones and then followed by the game with the Knights. 30 runs in 2 game spread, the other 33 over their other 9. So a runner aboard, 2 outs here for Gardner Minshew, facing off against Gene Dream. But he pops it up back to Minshew. He's under it. And we'll make the catch for round number 3, and we'll go bottom of the second inning. Deputy Hatmore and Amir Williams due up for the Vikings. I almost said Gauchos for some reason.
Number 10.
Deputy with a shot into left center, tracking back at the wall. It's gone. Oh my gosh, that was definitely gone. That's over the waves. That's over the facade in center field. 469 nice feet into left center, and the Vikings are on the board first. Absolutely murdered that one. Holy cow. Jacked in a half. That will be out number 1. As I make the transition in the stat sheet to LJ and VKN. LJ, VKN. So I'm not up to the point, I think, where Pete Nokia made an appearance yet for the Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 69.
That's up the middle. That's a base hit for the Vikings. So 2 aboard with only 1 out here. And immediately as running post that any win by a team that's already clinched means more for the overdrafts, the Vikings get another hit. And that's the team that hasn't clinched. That's back to the mound. This could be 2 to Brainstorm. Brainstorm to first in time. The 1-4-3 Dragons special. And we go top of the 3rd. Vikings with the 1-0 lead here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
Buck Ball to lead things off here. Ball's behind 0-2. Let's see, Gardner Minshew. 10 earned runs through 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 4.57 ERA, a 1.32 whip, 21 hits to 5 walks, 15 strikeouts, a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio for him. That's fantastic numbers.
Batting, the right fielder, number 10.
Quick first out here brings up Chris Luzon. Hello, Fizak. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the second half of the stream. Swing and a miss. Luzon gets rung up there. And we go back to the top of the order. Speedy Gonzalez. 3 strikeouts for Minshew tonight. He's racking up so far here early. One, 2, the count to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fouls one off to stay alive. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. And that will do it for the side. We go bottom of the 3rd. 9-1-2 duel for the Vikings.
Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Let's take a look at things here. Kazuya Miyuki, 10 for 35, 285 on the season. They'll ground that at 1 out to Denver Brainstorm.
The right fielder, number 30.
Back to the top of the order, here's Vicky Marshall. Marshall, a strong 15 for 45, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. She actually she doesn't lead the team. And it seems that Gage Deputy actually will probably lead the team.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
Who's already clinched? The Vikings have already clinched? What? How did they already clinch? Because they haven't already clinched because the Walkers are on the outside. Are on the outside looking in right now. They're 5 and 7, and so that's that they still have 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
Oh, right now it's based on the overdrafts. Oh, okay. The math you were pulling in, I get you. That one's into left field. That's going to be good for a leadoff double. So Lumberjacks have the tying run in scoring position here for Tank Tygo. Yeah, it was just weird because both teams had the same number. That one's into center, but Judd French closes on that one nicely for out number one. To throw to third, not in time. Denver Brainstorm just a bit too fast there. A strong throw by French. Almost got the runner, but he's 90 feet away. Here's Phil Bartko. Gardner Minshew could use another strikeout here. Grounder up the middle. That's not what the doctor ordered, and that will tie the game up. A good play by Riley Reed, though, to get the second out. But we got ourselves a 1-1 ball game. So if the Vikings win this game, though, they will clinch. That's a shot into center field. That's tracking back. That's going to be off the top of the wall and under the glove of French. He struggles to find a handle on it. But Callens will stay put at second with a two-out double to bring up Flip Hecker.
Number 18.
And Flip Hecker into right field. Tracking back is Vicky Marshall. She's at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. And the Lumberjacks will take the lead 2-1. Minshew struggling to find the final out here in the top of the fourth. Has lost the lead here and has another runner in scoring position. Is ahead in the count to Dream 0-2. And strike three called on the outside of the zone. His fifth strikeout comes a bit late as the Lumberjacks were able to muster 2 runs there in the top of the fourth inning. They take a 2-1 lead going into the home half of the fourth. Pete Nocchio starting off the inning. 38 pitches, the pitch count very low for him, and one pitch gets a swing into left. That's going to be caught by Tygo, one away. Brings up Gage Jeopardy, the lone run on the board tonight for the Vikings. The solo shot into center field pretty much. Yep, the epic is pretty much set. The only battle left is the Cyclones and Serpents. That ball is down into right. That's going to be a one-out double for Deputy. She's having a good night tonight. We could have the epic completely set tomorrow if the Serpents lose against the Unicorns, I believe. Is that correct, Fizek? Because I believe the clinch / elimination number for the Cyclones and the Serpents is 1. Because it's 7 wins. Yeah, it's 1. So a win for the Unicorns over the Serpents tomorrow sets the epic bracket. Well, sets the participants in the epic bracket. We still don't have the seedings down because both conferences are still up in the air. Flip Hecker can't handle that one, and runners will be at the corner, so a bit of an error there for Hecker. Would have been out number 2, maybe even a Dragons. No, not a Dragon special. Runners at second. What are you talking about? So Amir Williams here with a chance to tie things right back up. 1-1 the count here. Two and 2 the count. Amir Williams into right. Chris Luzon will be under it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Runner's going to tag and go home. The throw is cut off by Gene Dream, and the run will come home to score, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. So a sacrifice fly from Amir Williams gives us a brand new ball game at 2 apiece here. Still a runner on, 2 out here for the Vikings in the bottom of the 4th. Runners go on the throw from behind the plate. Callens not in time. Runner is in scoring position. Riley Reed 1 for 1 today. Two and 1 the count. That's down the third base line. Just falls foul. Runners going once again. The throw is not going to be in time. It's going to be a full count with a runner on third. The pitch swung on in, missed a huge strikeout to end the side. We'll go to the top of the 5th, tied at 2 apiece.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
Here's Buck Ball to lead things off. Gardner Minshew looking to bounce back after that last inning. And he starts things off with a strikeout, his 6th of the game.
The right fielder, number 10.
The ultimate irony is Wanda Cosmo eliminating the overdrafts. Two and two here to lose on. Lose on into right. Tracking that one is Marshall, and she will get under it in time for round number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1.
And here is Speedy Gonzalez 0 for 2 today. Go back to that, what was that, season 5 playing game after that was season where you started off 6-0 and lost throughout, and was it the overdrafts you played in the playing game and lost? That's hit hard into the gap. The Lumberjacks could retake the lead. That's going to get down off the wall. Speedy's going to round third. No play will be made, and the Lumberjacks with a 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th retake the lead 3-2.
Fielder, number 10.
And that's a hard hit ball over the glove of Riley Reed. Another one's going to run all the way to the wall, and it's 4-2. Gardner Minshew cannot finish the inning in back-to-back innings, and it's cost him dearly. He's gone locked into tense in the matter of I don't know what in the matter of. Quickly.
Now batting, the catcher, number 34.
Minshew struggling now, despite having a litany of strikeouts. 7 hits have led to 4 earned runs over the past couple of innings. And has 2 runners aboard here, facing off against Callens. Callens with a hard hit ball. Spencer Reed with a diving stop gets it to Gage in time for out number 3. But 2 more for the Lumberjacks. They lead 4-2 going to the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Spencer Reed to lead things off here. Nokia still on the mound. And he gets a grounded of first pitch to Bartko. He gets it a dream in time, 1 away.
now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Kazuya Miyuki up. Two and 2 the count. Popped up foul territory. Callens and Dream, or Hecker. Hecker will make the catch.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
That one will be foul. 0-2 the count to Marshall. Swing and a miss. Nokia rings her up there, and we'll go to the top of the 6th. Still 4-2 in favor of the Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 18.
Two and 1 the count to Hecker. 3-1. Count runs full. And that will be a leadoff walk.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 3.
One and 2 now to Gene Dream. That one's going to be through the infield. That's going to be a base hit. I'm about to sneeze.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
He had the error at third. He kind of muffed a ball earlier. And that will do it for Minshew. In comes Bruce Hotmike, inheriting 2 runners on, only 1 out here. Luzon at the plate. That's into right. Tracking back at the warning track will be Marshall. She'll make the catch for out number 2. Runner will advance to third to put runners at the corners. Back to the top of the order, Speedy Gonzalez up.
Center fielder, number 1.
He got the 2-out rally going with that 2-out single that he would later score from the double hit by Denver Brainstorm. But flares this one to third. Freishek makes the catch for number 3. And we'll go bottom of the 6th. Judd French, Freishek, and Gage Deputy up here. Deputy really the only offense from the Vikings tonight. 2 of the 3 hits that Nokia has given up. You know, come to think of it, I just only had this thought now. It's really bizarre to think Nokia has been traded from the Unicorns. He was such an instrumental part on the Corns of Pop last season. Was just an absolutely dominant force in the minors Super Series against the Cherry Bombers. He was absolutely filthy in that series, and was a huge part of why they won that series. Denver Brainstorm with a diving stop and turns a dragon special for it. 4-6-3 Denver Brainstorm. A fantastic play there. And there's Deputy going again. She's 3 for 3 today. Speedy Gonzalez takes a horrible angle at it. And she'll have herself a 2-out double. Vikings really wish that double play hadn't happened. That would have scored a run. Here's Quiet Hatmore. Chance to get one more run up on the board with a base hit. Takes the first pitch strike on the curveball. Doesn't chase high. 1-1. Pitch out there, 2-1. That one in the zone, 2-2. The payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded to second. Brainstorm with the throw to first for out number 3. And we'll go top of the 7th, still 4-2 in favor of the Lumberjacks. They got Brainstorm, Tygo, and Barco Jr. up.
The second baseman, number 6.
Grounded to first. Deputy will take it herself for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 10.
Third base side, Freishek dives for it. The throw is in. Oh! Off the glove of Deputy. She doesn't look it into her glove. And that will be a huge mojo down. She's having a fantastic day up until that point.
Now batting, the catcher, number 34.
But wait a minute, Isaac. I thought you couldn't compare the teams when they had a dissimilar amount of games played. I thought you had to go to something else. Nice stop by Reed. He gets to first in time for round number 2, but both runners advance into scoring position here for Flip Hecker. Another good day at the plate for this guy. Another player with a good day at the plate, but defensively has made an error. Hecker rips that one foul. Huh. I just thought you couldn't compare dissimilar records. A huge jam gotten out of there by the Vikings to remain only 2 runs down going into the bottom of the 7th. Amir Williams strikes out looking. Pete Nocchio having himself a good day. Just a single earned run. 6 1/3, 3 strikeouts, only giving up 6 base runners. Round of the third, Hecker, the throw in time for out number 2. And that will do it for Nokia. They turn the ball over to their ace pitcher, Jefferson Steelflex. Swing and a miss, and Steelflex strikes out the final batter of the 7th, and we go top of the 8th. Steelflex's stats. Ask and you shall receive. Jefferson Steelflex, 6 earned runs through 30 1/3 innings pitched, a 1.77 ERA. And that is only through week 7. He's made a couple appearances in the last couple of weeks. I know that for sure. 20 hits, 9 walks. That might be, no, too slow of a runner. But that will be a triple any faster, and that's a Little League home run. And a .95 whip. 18 strikeouts to 9 walks. Interesting play there. Runner was going, but the throw was to first, but the runner retreated. So it all works out in the end, I guess. Runners will now be at the corners after the walk to lose on. Speedy Gonzalez, 1 for 4 today. High fly ball into center field. Tracking that one is French. And he will catch this one for out number 2. But the runner will come home off the tag. It's 5-2 Lumberjacks.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6. Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Kazuo Miyuki to lead things off. Vikings running out of time here, trailing by 3, only 6 outs to work with, and have an absolute mountain to climb facing off against Jefferson Steelflex. Count is full. That one's foul. Popped up, third base side, Chris Luzon. I don't know why I mess up the Lumberjacks names so constantly. I don't know what it is, but just the Lumberjacks names I flub. Flip Hecker making the catch. Ugly swing there from Marshall. 2-1 the count. Swinging this there, 2-2. That one's foul. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to get down into the gap. That's going to be extra bases for Marshall. 1 out double for her. I'll bring up Judd French. Judd French flies this one into left to take Tygo with a sliding catch. And that brings up Liam Freishak. Runner's going, the throw is in the dirt. So the runner 90 feet away now. That's a grounded. Oh, just outside the reach of Phil Barco, and a runner will score 5-3.
Now back, the first baseman, number 10.
And here is Gage Deputy, no longer locked in. And first pitch swing puts that one into left for Tank Tygo. He'll make the catch for round number 3. Vikings get the run back. It's once again a 2-run game going into the top of the 9th. Tygo, Barco Jr., and Callens, I think, due up for the Lumberjacks. That'll be a leadoff walk given up by Hot Mike to Tygo. He'll be aboard now for Phil Barco. He's 0 for 2 today. Let's see, Phil Barco. And here's another one of these just super awkward double plays. And here is Callens. Callens probably having her nicest season since the title season for the Lumberjacks back in season 4. 12 for 32, 375 on the year, but fouls out there. So we go bottom of the 9th. Vikings need 2 to tie, 3 to win, have 5, 6, 7 due up here. Still facing down Jefferson Steelflex. Kawhi Hatmore 0 for 3, dribbler down the third base line. Field flex up with it. In time at first, down number 1. Amir Williams up now 0 for 1 with a walk. Also has a sacrifice fly. That's a line out to Barco for round number 2. That's a fly out to left, and that should end the game. Tank Tygo with the catch, round number 3, and the Lumberjacks have defeated the Vikings here. Final score 5-3 here. Lumberjacks a pair of hits from Brainstorm along with Flip Hecker and Gene Dream. 5 runs off of 9 hits, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. And the Vikings 7 hits, 3 runs, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Nokia with the win. 1 earned through 6 2/3, 3 strikeouts, a walk, 5 hits. Steelflex 1 earned through 2 1/3. Minshew gets the loss. Struggled to get out of innings, had a couple of 2-out innings and allowed rallies to happen. Gave up 4 earned through 5 1/3. Hot Mike with 1 earned through 3 2/3. Yeah. So the Moonshots have clinched the number 1 seed. And we'll go to game number 4. That's the wrong team. Let's see. Tipsy Reynolds. No. Stropkin. And let me just double check the High Rollers lineup. Omen, Wooly, Range, Foe. Omen, Wooly, Range, Foe. Blind Ollie back in the lineup. Vic Turnpike, the new acquisition, Carlita Beltran, G. Baby Evans, and Alex Longstop with Dropkin on mound. The ball players have also put in something. Let's see. So we need to have Barker with deal a stick. Kelly. Terry Thunder. Thias Black. Jerry Thunder. Oh, I do. Okay. Iron Hands. At catcher. Nathan Tucker, right? And then Bull Crush. Second. So Stick, Murph Kelly, Thunder, Matthias Black, Tucker, Crush, and ball players. Leonard Northwest on the mound, and we are good to go. That was a yeah, I guess it probably was. It was just, I had a duplicate Bombers team at some point, and I just made on this on my stream whenever I won the title. That's where I made that little graphic on there. Elder, have you missed anything big? Well, the Skulls have been eliminated. The Moonshots beat the Overdrafts. The Lumberjacks have clinched the #1 seed in the Heroic, and you're here for Game 4. That is a pretty succinct recap. I do declare ball players and high rollers, Litter Northwest, doing Litter Northwest things here. So it's a big game for the ball players. Ball players still battling with the Stingers. They are technically a half game up on the Stingers. In the Novas division, coming in at 8-4, Stingers 8-5. So need a win here to keep fending off the Stingers. Northwest gets the strikeout of Max Range one away. June 1 now to Becky Foe. So I believe we talked through this, but the best the high rollers can do is the 4 seed, right? Foe hangs this one into right, and that one is off the railing! Nathan Tucker had a chance at it, but it just bounces off the railing 397 feet into right, and the high rollers starting things off early here, 3-0 up.
Third baseman, number 40.
Just out of the reach of Tucker. I wonder if Snow Squared's not here, surprisingly.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
So, this game, of course, pending. The ball players finished with the Serpents on Super Saturday. And then the Stingers finished with the Skulls of Rock, who they did lose to back in week 8. So nothing guaranteed, but still baseball yet to be played. So here we go, Toby Barker leading things off. And he will get that one through the right side. He's got a leadoff single. Brings up Rick Dilla's stick. Runner going, the throw not in time. And Dilla's stick will walk, and that will bring up Murph Kelly. And Murph Kelly probably having one of the wimpiest seasons to follow up an MVP season ever in recorded history. Murph Kelly, I mean, not having a horrible season. He's hitting .333, 12 for 36, but no home runs, no RBIs. Has drawn 12 walks, but, you know, just popped out here. So, missing that clutch gene from a season ago. Where he tied the home run lead in the league. One RBI. One RBI. No home runs. But yeah, still like, what? Terry Thunder down the third baseline. That's going to get into the outfield. One run's going to round third and score. It's going to be 3-1. It's actually that man, Terry Thunder, who's been setting the world on fire. Many of you have casted votes for him for the designated hitter in the Epic Conference. 20 for 38, 3 home runs. Now into double-digit RBIs, hitting over 500 for the season. That one's to, awkward play, and that will double up the ball players. Send us into the top of the second in a 3-1 ball game.
Now batting the catcher, number 36.
Dead man's line out. Or ground out, I guess, which could have been a line out, but off the one hop. And it's a Dragon special to retire the side. Here's Carlita Beltran, her first ever at-bat in the High Rollers organization, maybe even her first at-bat in the majors. I don't know if she ever made an appearance for the Serpents, but she grounds out third or first there. For Heroic Chaos, Dragons need to win versus the Knights and then lose to the Overdrafts. Knights lose to the Retrievers, lol. Vikings lose to the Walkers, and Walkers beat the Lumberjacks. That I think you should also put a lol there as well. Couple of quick outs for Northwest here. Facing off against a long stop here with 2 outs. Oh! And he beans him! We can't have this again. Isaac, did you watch, I think, the final stream last week where we had back-to-back games have too many beanballs and had Mojo downs? The Retrievers had committed 4 beanballs. They suffered 2 Mojos down. Had 1 game of that in SSBL history. We had 2 in the same stream. Absolute madness. So Northwest will stay tense. Back facing the top of the order. Count is full. That one's going to get slapped into left field. Inning will continue to award now for the High Rollers. And Mojo down for Northwest. He'll be rattled. Facing off against Wally Woolley here. I put the call out there earlier. I'll do it again now. Be sure to vote for the All-Star game. The voting for both conferences can be found. The ballots can be found in the league announcement channel in our Discord. Just in case anyone lurking not a member of our Discord, there is the link to join. We'd love to have you in there as we go into the playoffs here of Season 7 next week. And that's going to be a base hit into right. Another couple of runs are going to score for the High Rollers. They're going to go up 5-1 here. High Rollers mean business. Have looked good here over the past few weeks. Gave the Bombers their first loss before they took the loss against the Unicorns. And that's another one that's going to get down. That's going to clear the bases most likely. Nope, a runner's going to stay put at third. But it's 6-1 High Rollers. They're putting it to the ball players here. Much to the delight of the Stingers. And another base hit. This one will clear the bases. It's going to be 8-1. Did not see this one coming. Leonard Northwest is done. In comes Adrian Walker. That was extremely fast. And that's caught by Iron Hands for round number 3, but a 5 spot for the High Rollers. 8-1 going into the bottom of the second. But these teams love to meet up for absolutely insane games. I'd have to dig back into our history, but I forgot what these two teams combined for back in like season 5. We hit double digits by, I think, the second or third inning. And it was, I think, Tipsy Reynolds pitching against maybe Leonard Northwest. I think you called that game, Isaac. Do you remember what that game ended up being? That game was absolute madness. I think season 5, if I remember correctly. Like, the game ended up being like 20 to like 18 or something. I mean, it was bonkers. Up the middle, just out of the reach of Vic Turnpike. And a runner will be aboard.
Now back, the second baseman, number 24.
That's a ground to third. Ollie will get it to first in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third. Yes, Isaac, if you want to stream Saturday, that would be a big help. As it's planned right now, Square tentatively has the morning stream, or the first stream. But if you take the second stream, you'd be you could more do that, because otherwise the second stream wouldn't be till pretty well in the evening.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
This one into right, and
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25.
yeah, I can send you the latest team pack. And strike 3 called. Adrian Walker puts up a 0 for the High Rollers as we go bottom third.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 6.
I went to third. Blind Ollie with a snag.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 23.
Into center. Under that one will be Piston Ullman. Makes catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 38.
Rounder short, Turnpike to first in time for round number 3, and we'll go top of the 4th. Still an 8-1 game here. Well,
Now batting, the center
I can just send you the one I sent Puppet before the stream. I've made a couple of changes, but it would be good enough for you to just test.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
Popped up behind home plate. That will be caught Round number 2 by hands.
The first baseman, number 89.
For those of you who were wondering, the Saints and Seahawks are tied at 10 apiece, about to go into the fourth quarter. Caught by Thunder for round number 3.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 9. Now back, the third baseman, number 27.
Runner aboard here for Matthias Black in the bottom of the fourth. Rupkin issuing her second walk there. That one. Oh, Vic Turnpike with a diving stop. The throw to second, not in time. So 2 aboard now for the ball players. Here's Jerry Thunder. The acquisition by the ball players from the Dragons. The early second round pick for the organization going over to the ball players. A group of prospects for the ball players in exchange for Harry Shelton and homer runs. And he hits one that Wally Woolley can't handle, and the bases will be loaded for Iron Hands. Hands fouls that one off. And takes a strike at the top of the zone. Two and two the count. Up the middle, Pete Dropkin goes to home for one, to second for the Dragons. Special disaster for the ball players in Hands. A great play by Dropkin, not letting that one get by her. Runner still at second and third. A chance for the ball players still to get a couple runs across. Try and start to at least whittle away at this lead. But gets jammed there. It's going to stay in the infield, and the ball players are going to get turned away. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they come up empty. A great play by Pete Dropkin to get out of her own jam.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 4.
And that's going to be by the glove of Matthias Black. That's going to roll into left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
And that's going to get over the head of Cole Crush at second. That's going to be back-to-back singles.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
And a bomber special into left center, and a run will come home to score. It's 9-1 High Rollers. They are absolutely running away with this one.
Number 36.
Walker comes back with a strikeout, facing against Evans now. And Evans puts this one into right, and the High Rollers absolutely crushing the ball players here. They're into the double digits. It's 12-1. The High Rollers putting on a show here, showing that they're still a force to be reckoned with here in the Epic Conference. And doing this against one of the better pitchers in the league this season, Adrian Walker.
Number 27.
4 earned runs off of her.
Now batting the second baseman. Number 3.
Inside.
12-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And it doesn't stop coming. Black's able to knock that one down though. Step on third for the force out. Brings up Max Range, 1 for 3 today. And Range will strike out swinging to end the inning. But 4 more runs for the High Rollers. They've got a dozen on the board. Bottom of the 5th we go. Cole Crush. Man, that time forgot here. Was the face of the Stingers organization back in the original days of the team. Got traded around a couple of times. Been a bench warmer for the ball players over the last few seasons.
Now batting the center fielder. Number 6.
Kobe Barker, 1 and 2. And strike 3 called to Peach Dropkin ringing it up here.
First baseman. Number 23.
Well, I say that. That's her first strikeout of the game.
Now batting the shortstop. Number 38.
Fly out to left. Arcane Alex Longstop. I'll eventually hit on a name here eventually.
Now batting the designated hitter. Number 4.
That'll be a walk for Foe.
Now batting the third baseman. Number 40.
Round to third, Black to second for 1. Crush gets it to first for the Dragons special.
The shortstop. Number 20.
Into right. Nathan Tucker with a sliding catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Thunder, Black Thunder.
Now batting the designated hitter. Number 9.
I am a little bit tired. It's been a long weekend of compiling stats and making all-star ballots, and this game's a blowout, so my enthusiasm has waned just a little bit. I am a bit tired. That's going to be out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15.
Liner to first. Golly, brain work.
Now back, the catcher, now batting.
And hands will get pulled in favor of Juan Deck.
Ball outside. Outside. No ball.
3-1 to Deck. That's a hard hit ball, but right to Jarius Evans for out number 3. High Rollers absolutely coming out in this one. 12-1.
Now batting, the catcher.
This is be one of their
Win the game.
bigger wins of the season.
Ball outside.
So let's see, just the 4th time the High Rollers have hit double digits. Won 12-5 over the Skulls, 13-2 over the Angels, and 14-7 over the Cyclones. But this one definitely their most dominant performance of the season. Run differential tied with that Angels win, 11 runs.
Now batting, the
It's been an interesting season for the High Rollers.
pitching.
Offense hasn't been, I mean, it's not been awful. I wonder where they stand offensively with team runs scored. Team batting, High Rollers. So High Rollers are 9th in team batting average, 289, and are 6th best in runs. Still, that should probably be game adjusted, but I'll leave it for that for now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
But a lot of back and forth. They had that absolutely amazing first game of the season, having the walk-off grand slam to beat the Serpents. How big is that one, like, hold, you know, throughout the season, you know? You know, if the Serpents miss it by a game or something. And you've got a tight loss to the Corns, and a tight loss to the Stingers. 3 in a row, then lose back-to-back to the Bombers and Wildcats.
40.
Walk off against the Vikings in interconference play, and walk off against the Wildcats, get a bit of revenge there. Drop a 1-run game in a game they really should have won against the Unicorns. Out-hit the Unicorns that day, but just ran themselves out of it. Had a lot of caught ceilings on the base paths. In comes Tipsy Reynolds to try and close this one out. And then beat the Angels 9-6, then shut out the Bombers 2-0. And now here in their final game of the season against the Ballplayers.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 6.
Man, this High Rollers pitching just absolutely mowing down the Ballplayers. Just incredible. I mean, this Ballplayers team is one of the better teams offensively, too. Ballplayers, the 3rd best team in average, hitting .333 on the season, but 9th in runs scored. Only 68 runs scored, though. It's a bit surprising.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Because there's no easy way to divide that by games played, because I don't have that statistic in the stat sheet.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Guess you could take the number of innings pitched they have, divide that by 9, and come up with some rough game played mechanic kind of a thing.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
Blind Dolly putting on all of his uniforms. First, steal a stick, goes to second. Back to first. Javier with the Dragon special. A 3-6-1 double play.
The first baseman, number
Bottom of the 8th.
3.
And the ball players get any kind of moral victory up on the board.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 38.
Swing and a miss there. Murph Kelly 0 for 3 tonight. And make it 0 for 4 as Tipsy Reynolds rings him up.
Now batting, the designated
Terry Thunder
number
could be looking at maybe an MVP caliber season here. Over 500 on his batting average. Have to see how everyone finishes up. But he's definitely in that running, I believe. Having as good as a night as you can offensively with only 1 run on the board, but pops up there in foul territory. He'll be caught by Carlita for out number 2. Brings up Matthias Black.
baseman, number 27. Baller time.
1 and 2 the count. Rounded to short. Turnpike, the throw not in time.
Now batting,
Runner reaches
left,
to bring up Jerry Thunder.
number 15.
So, assuming that the ball players don't strike some sort of miraculous comeback here, we will have a tie for the top of the division
Shortstop, number 20.
in Novas. Stingers and ball players would 8 and 5. And we could also have some chaos there. Have to have a play-in to see who would be the champion of the division. And then most likely whoever doesn't win the division would be sent down to, I believe, the 5 seed. Well, the thing is, if the Cyclones win and then the Stingers and the ball players lose, we would have a 3-way tie for the division. So we could have some epic chaos as well here if things go just right. Cyclones would need to beat the Bombers. Stingers would need to lose to the Skulls of Rock, and the ball players would then need to lose to the Serpents, and then actually, no, the Serpents can't also tie the division. Best they can do is 7 and 7. So yeah, we could once again have some Novas chaos.
Fielder, number 40.
I mean, it would be well, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna jinx myself. Nathan Tucker into right, and he will put something in the moral column for the ball players. But still not great. Too little, too late. And any kind of spin you want to put on that.
Second baseman, number 24.
And that would be really hard to split it because I know the Stingers split the season series with both the Cyclones and the ball players, so it would come down to what the ball players and Cyclones did against each other, which the ball players swept the Cyclones, so the ball players would get the top seed in that tie break. Stingers 2, Cyclones 3. No, it'd be 8-6 chaos, not 7-7. Into center, that will drop down. Game will continue for the last final dregs here.
Batting, the shortstop, number 38.
This should do it. Grounded to third. Ollie to first in time for out number 3. And the High Rollers close their regular season off with an exclamation point with a dominant win over the Ball Players. 12-3. Won their last 3 in a row. Finish off the regular season 9-5. 13 hits for the High Rollers. Two home runs for them. 4 RBIs for Foe. Had that 3-run home run in the first inning. Evans also having that home run. 3 RBIs for him. 11 hits for the Ball Players, just, and I think more of that came maybe a little bit later on, but just didn't really capitalize off of anything. A multi-hit game for Terry Thunder, Matthias Black, and Nathan Tucker. And then he had that home run. Dropkin with the win, 1 earned through 6 1/3. Tipsy Reynolds 2 earned through 2 2/3. Northwest with an ugly loss, 8 earned through 1 2/3. Walker with a really bad outing, 4 earned through 4 2/3. Javier, the best of all of them, surprisingly, no earned through 2 2/3. Bo with Evans are your MVPs, and thank you all for tuning in to day number 1 of week number 10 of season 7, closing out the regular season here. Tomorrow we have Unicorns, Serpents, Cyclones, Bombers, Dragons, Knights, Walkers, and Vikings. A whole lot more will be told of the playoff picture tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be on the call for you guys tomorrow. I'll see you then. And have a good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.